folks, I just recently gave up drinking and decided to start eating natural foods. But then I heard most people die of natural causes, so I'm back to ice cold beer, ribs, and baked potatoes. All right. Now then, I am going to need the help from someone here with some medical training. So is there anybody here in the medical profession? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Sir, you look like you might be in the medical field. Are you in the medical field? Yes? What are you, sir? Like a male nurse? What? Oh, a doctor? Oh, well, isn't that nice? Mr. Obama's got something special lined up for you. Come on up and help me out for a few minutes here. See what happens when you sit up close? Good, very good. What's your name there, sport? George. Nice to... You know something, folks? I used to beat up a kid named George. Funny thing was, a few years later, that George became a Georgia. We've been married now some 15 years. You know, God does work in mysterious ways. I'll tell you what there, George. Before we get started here, I'm going to need to get you scrubbed up. So hold your hands out like this, because, you know, I have no earthly idea what you've been doing with them hands. And I'll do it too. Because George is sitting over here and he's got his hands deep down in his pockets. And, you know, I know they said we want you having a good time, but I don't think that's what they meant. All right. Now then, you are a doctor, right? You know something about the human anatomy, correct? Good, because this trick involves the use of my mouth, my throat, and my stomach. And I'm going to need you right now to examine my mouth and my throat and make sure that I have nothing, absolutely nothing hiding in there, except adorable structures like teeth and tongue and gums and things like that. Take a look in the mouth. Anything hiding in there? Perfect, good. You hang on to that flashlight, you're going to need that again. Right now, folks, I need to introduce a package of sewing needles. These needles are each about 2 inches long and have been honed to a razor-sharp point. They are made of 100% U.S. grade surgical steel. Tell everybody what it says right there.
Made in China.
Perfect, exactly right. George, hold out your right hand for me. You can use the left hand for that. I'm going to give you a couple of these needles to hang on to. There's one, and that's number 2. Now, George, are those what I said they were? Sewing needles?
Yes.
Very good. Here we go. George, I'm going to take one of these needles. I'm going to place it on my tongue. Would you please confirm for everybody that I am actually placing this needle on my tongue?
It's on your tongue.
Number 2, George, will you please confirm this needle is going on my tongue?
On the tongue.
George, turn on the flashlight. Look in the mouth, under the tongue, top gum, bottom gum, side of the mouth, anything at all. Thank you. Now, George, we've got to make this move along a little bit faster here. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to get a bunch of needles this time. And quickly look at those. Could you roughly say how many would you say are there?
10.
A little more.
20.
Not quite. Perfect! Would you please confirm for everybody these needles are going in my mouth? Here we go. Oh, some of them got stuck in one thing. Got yourself sterilize the throat anyway. Oh. there. Would you please confirm I did not spit any needles back inside the bottle?
No needles in the bottle.
Thank you. All right, George, turn on that flashlight. Look in the mouth, under the tongue, top gum, bottom gum, side of the mouth. Any needles at all?
No needles.
Perfect. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right now we need to introduce some sewing thread. Made out of Italian cotton. Here we go. Now that is Italian. Once again, turn on the flashlight. George, everybody help him out this time. Look in the mouth. Under the tongue. Top gum. Bottom gum. Side of the mouth. Anything at all. Who set up the nose? Go ahead, George, up the nose. Anything there?
Nothing.
Perfect. Take the flashlight. Thank you for coming up. Appreciate your help. Everybody give him a big round of applause. Folks, those needles have now passed from my mouth, down my throat, to my stomach via the fallopian tube. Watch.